It
Hey,
worked.
Teresa.
It
Hey,
worked.
Andy.
What a pain that is for
Oh,
you.
finally.
Oh my
Technology is
Lord.
wonderful.
If it's, I mean, just
Uh,
think about the amount of time you spend just scheduling meetings, trying to
yeah.
find the time when, oh, what a nightmare.
Well, this one, just to add it to make it even more fun, we just updated our Zoom accounts, so
Oh,
everything's all switched around, and it's like, oh, it's like,
yes.
so
Yeah.
hopefully this is a one-time
Sure.
situation. I hope to
You
get
bet.
everybody
You bet.
fixed here. So
At least within the city, you can use Outlook to find free and busy times
yeah,
for scheduling meetings. But for
no,
anything
it's yeah.
outside that network, it's so, oh, what a
Well, and I screwed everything up else by being out for the last 3 days too. That didn't help any. So,
dare you. You take the
so I
vacation.
appreciate everybody's flexibility in dealing with the multiple emails. So,
Awesome. Well, seeing that time is of the essence with this group as usual, we'll kick it off. We'll note the meeting. We have quorum with 4 of us here. Minutes, I think we'll just approve those at our next meeting, right?
yeah, I think
So
exactly.
no
Thank you,
worries.
Andy.
Any public appearances that you're aware of? I
No,
don't see
sir.
any. Okay. Any potential conflict of interest by commission members at this time with what's before us?
I don't believe
All
there should be any for this group. I don't think so.
All right. Old business, consideration and discussion of current room tax fund balance. I don't know if you have that current balance in front of you.
Yeah, I think we're gonna update it. We're gonna wait till today's award and send that out. Obviously, I think we were still in the 300, and I can't remember
Okay.
exactly what the number was at the last one, Andy. But I think once we kind of if we make these approvals today, we'll send that out via email to everybody. So we
Got it.
certainly have plenty of funds at this point for considering the requests that are before us. So.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. Consideration and discussion of possible action on revised consolidation grant applications for media marketing campaign for MESBA and Discover Monona. And I know this is also Monona Parks and Rec. Christine, Neil, Missy's not on here, but Missy, thanks for all coordinating meeting, talking through this, consolidating, etc. Hopefully everybody got a chance to take a look at it. I think it was pretty thorough,
Yeah.
and
Credit
pretty
to
detailed
Christine,
and
Andy. Credit to Christine. She's the one who did all the heavy lifting on getting that into one kind of organized calendar and everything else.
perfect.
So
Well,
kudos to
forget what
her.
I said. No thanks to Neil, but thanks to Christine. And
I would love to
great
take
details.
credit, but no, I can't do it.
So kind of with that, I mean, I feel like we don't need a tee up for this again because I feel like we really talked about it, all of these pieces in detail. I'll just kind of lift it up for questions on it at this point, if anybody has any questions on the details of it.
Yeah, I think the email from me dated May 29th kind of highlights what the specific request would be. So
Perfect. I do not see, I see a lot of people shaking no when I said if you have any questions. So I'm gonna ask for a motion for approval. Excuse me.
I'll motion for approval.
All right, is there a second?
I'll
I can
second.
second.
Oh, or give it to Betsy.
And
I talked
Betsy
too much
seconds.
already. So,
All right, so that is a motion. Sorry, I'm trying to find the quick total of
yeah,
that.
I think it was $70,900.
Perfect, perfect. I guess I do have a question, real quick. Christine, the extra hours and that $10,000, I mean, is that enough? I mean, I'm sure you had enough time to kind of think about it, think it through. Is that enough or?
Actually, Andy, that's actually the next agenda
All
item.
right, never mind. Perfect. We'll move on. Sorry, I'm conflating the two together. All right, so we have a motion, we have a second. Any additional questions, comments
I
on
do
that?
have a question.
Sure.
How will discussion of the next agenda item affect our vote in front of us now? I also had the same thought as Andy, wondering if that was enough.
I
If
think
we
it's not
approve
going to
it,
impact my vote, but
Yeah, if you prove, you certainly can still can consider we gave you the basis of what I estimated on there. If the commission wishes to change that, you can change that just like you could
okay,
on the other item.
and we change that on the next agenda item. Okay, yep.
all right. All those in favor of this agenda item, say aye.
I
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. All right. Thanks again, Christine. All right. Next agenda item. We are talking about sorry, all this scrolling. Consideration and discussion with possible action on an amendment of the tourism entity contract with MESBA for additional staff hours in the amount of $10,400. I guess
What's
Are
the,
there questions
this
or-
may be on there and I just forgot. Is there a time frame specific to that $10,000?
We were looking, obviously, we're kind of coming up, and probably essentially would be July 1 to the end of the year. So
Okay,
we just use 26 weeks at 20 hours a week. I think is what we just very briefly discussed with Christine, but certainly in light of the previous discussion, I said certainly would leave it up to her if she felt that was adequate or if additional funds would need to be considered.
yeah, I wonder if Christine, you would, I mean, it feels like you could apply again then. And if you were to expend all that before the end of the year, then apply in the next round for additional hours. Cause I had the same feeling, especially after the meeting that we had previously, which felt like, how are you gonna get this all done? So I'm actually glad to see staff time is being considered.
And the good news is this would all be worked into the tourism entity contract. That number would be updated next year. This wouldn't be a one-time thing. We would probably leave that staff number at that number for next year's contract, so. Well, sorry, Christine, you were gonna say something.
Oh, I think we lost her.
So Neil, I think what I'm hearing you say is for number 7 on the agenda and under new business, this is just sort of a future looking decision that we're making as opposed to the 10,400 that we just.
No, we're asking to authorize the funds now as an amendment to their current tourism contract to basically allocate an additional $10,400 to them. So she can expand her staff time, her tourism, and she has a part-time staff person on board right now helping with tourism items. But this would actually help her expand those hours for that individual to kind of help implement all the stuff we've been approving these last two meetings.
So on page 6 of the packet, everything that I see on page 6, I thought that's what I just approved.
No, the two, those are actually those are two different items. They're Discover Monona Tourism Entity Q1. Those were, we kind of wanted a comparison. The commission kind of asked last time what we originally had approved in Q1 versus we're doing now. So the first one was the actual tourism entity contract was a $60,000 contract that was the media library, the media guide, and the website updates.
Okay.
So we're actually this agenda item is that additional staff time Q2 request of $10,400. So, but everything then underneath that in the Discover Monona, that was what you just approved at the $70,400 number. This says
That's all
900.
just marketing
Yeah.
itself,
Okay.
the cost of doing the marketing.
Correct.
Okay.
So I
Christine,
think the commission was
you
kind of wanting
wanna-
a little bit just a comparison of all those contracts. So
Yeah, thank you for approving the budget for the marketing campaign. Just one quick thing, and we'll only change it by a little bit, but Laura actually makes $23 an hour. I don't know if that's
Okay.
what you wanna.
yeah, we could.
But
we can adjust that.
we can leave it as is and like Betsy said, I can reapply later or something if I need to.
I would prefer that we just adjust it now
I think so too.
to save you the time of, I mean, your time is money.
Thank you.
Neil, are you doing that math?
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, I would say just for a little cushion, maybe we budget $25 an hour at $20 a week for 26 weeks. That's $13,000.
Okay.
That'd be great. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
And I think, I mean, Betsy brings up a good point that you're always able to apply. I think as we look to next year, and maybe you've already had these conversations with Neil too, is like, hopefully at the beginning of the year, we can kind of approve all of this so that, we're not utilizing your time every quarter. And then, I mean, we know how this last meetings went, so that we can kind of just consolidate it all and make it easier on everybody. All right, so I guess, is there a motion to approve the $13,000 for the additional staff time and an amendment to the entity contract?
I move to approve the amendment to this contract to include the staff time.
I'll second that.
Ellen, second. Any further discussion?
No, just
Yeah,
thank you,
just the-
Christine, for all your work on this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thank you all
Seriously,
for putting it
this-
to.
This was a breeze. It was so easy to understand. Thank you.
And your patience.
You're welcome. I will try to do this for next year as well, so we can.
And in addition to just being easy to understand, I agreed with it. I really liked the approach you took and the cuts you made. Thank you.
Agree.
All right. All those in favor of the contract?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All right, it passes. And I think, let's see here, I just wanted to make sure. Any other additional staff updates?
No, sir, you've heard from me enough this last month, so.
All right, and we're gonna see each other on May
July 11th will be our next one.
So,
Yep.
so we'll be back again soon.
And July 11th is when you want the updates from last year?
If you've got some,
Report.
Christina, we'll put something on the agenda. If you've got anything you've got would be great.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, 1 second, Jack. Sorry. My kid's homesick.
Oh,
right. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
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 Bye.
All those opposed, nay. All right.
Thank you for
All right.
hanging in there with me, everybody. Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.